My sponsor Rock Bottom is currently running a special deal. Head on over to rockbottomcoins.com and use code Zirksee at checkout for a 30% off your order.
The whole thing wobbin', wobbin'. When I come around, got the whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over my top 10 players in Madden 19 that need a new upgrade. Now, if you guys want to see me do any more top 10 lists, let me know down below what you guys want to see. And also, I asked on Twitter just to double check on my list, and I gotta say, I definitely did switch out one or two players on this list. There's definitely a lot more than 10 players that could potentially be on this list. In my opinion, maybe 15, 20 players even could potentially be on this, but I wanted to narrow it down to about 10 players. So in order for you to be on this list, I decided to do 93 or lower, with the exception of one person is actually a 94 overall card already that I still think needs a new upgrade, just because of the fact that right now we're having 97, 98, 99 overall cards, and I feel like they really do deserve it based on how they actually play. So there's only 194, the rest are 93 overall or lower, and also I asked on Twitter just to double check with everything and see how my list looked, and definitely gotta say, I think it looks pretty good. But let me know down below what you guys think. If you think I missed out on anyone, let me know down below. Like I said before, I was going to add honorable mentions, but I really think you should stick to top 10 for lists. So, is what it is. Let's get right into it. So we're going to get the 94 overall right out of the way. Number 10 is going to be Derwin James, and he's number 10 strictly because of the fact that he already has 94. But Derwin James played absolutely amazing this year. Definitely was a top contender for Defensive Rookie of the Year right there with Leighton Vander Esch, with, of course, the actual person that won it, which was the linebacker from the Colts, and I cannot think of his name, Darius Leonard. But Derwin James, I feel like definitely could have potentially won Defensive Rookie of the Year, and if he did, he would have got like a 98 overall card. But Derwin James only being a 94, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but I believe Pro Football Focus had him ranked as the number 1 safety in the NFL. Could be number 2. It's either number 1 or number 2, but I know Derwin James was extremely highly rated on Pro Football Focus, and in general, this man balled out this year. So in my opinion, Derwin James deserves to be a really high overall card in this game, like a 97, 98. Maybe they even make him a 99 sometime later down the year. So next up at number 9 is going to be Tyrann Mathieu. In my opinion, one of my favorite players in the NFL. I think probably my favorite player in the NFL that's not a Cowboy, just because his comeback story was crazy good, and obviously he's a beast. He's really, really small, 5'9", but the man plays with his heart out. He does have a 93 overall primetime performer, but it's not up in the auction block to show you guys that card stats. But Tyrann Mathieu, in my opinion, one of the better safeties in the NFL, just signed with the Chiefs. I am really hoping that he does, in fact, go ahead and get like an NFL Movers limited time card, like 97 or 98 overall card. Really, really hope that does happen, but I feel like he definitely deserves an upgrade. I know a lot of people over on Twitter as well were saying Tyrann Mathieu definitely deserves one. I feel like this year, they really missed the opportunity to give him another upgrade besides his 93 overall primetime performer, but I feel like he should have had a higher overall card, and a lot of people really like to use Tyrann Mathieu. If you guys remember back in Madden, I want to say it was 16, his superlative card was probably the best safety I've ever used in my life. That card was so ridiculously glitchy, and Tyrann Mathieu's cards are crazy good. If he gets another upgrade, could be one of the best safeties in the game. And coming in at number 8 is Travis Frederick. I already know what people are going to say, so I'm going to stop you there. He didn't play this year. Take a look at Cam Chancellor, and then come back to me. Cam Chancellor did not even play a single snap. He retired, and this man still got a bunch of different cards. I don't even know. I know he's a base elite. He's got a flashback. He has a legend playoff card. He has a Ghost of Madden card. Travis Frederick has none. He just has a 91 overall team diamond. Travis Frederick is one of the best centers in the NFL. He is going to be coming back this current year as well. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure he is. I'm going to be coming back this year. I'm pretty sure they got everything down to where he can actually play. Travis Frederick deserves an upgrade. There is literally no excuse for one of the better centers in the NFL to only have a 91 overall card. And we are in March. He deserves to have a new card. And I don't want to hear that he didn't play because literally Cam Chancellor retired and still got 4 or 5 cards. Travis Frederick definitely deserves it, and obviously as a Cowboys fan, I've been waiting for a Travis Frederick all year long, to where even when I had my super good team, I never got rid of Travis Frederick. If it'll say here, yeah, you guys see this, I had him August 2nd. I've had Travis Frederick on my team since August 2nd from the pack opening. I did the set, and I've held on to him. He needs a new card. Next up at number 7 is going to be Cam Newton. I am really hoping that because he got that shoulder surgery done, he can return back to his MVP form, because honestly that man was so electric to watch. I believe it was 2015. Man was absolutely insane. Cannot wait to see Cam Newton back, and hopefully he's even better after his shoulder surgery, and pair him with Christian McCaffrey and just watch that duo absolutely feast. He did get a 93 overall Team of the Week upgrade this year, but it's only a 93 overall for an ex-MVP. And obviously, I know he was injured going into like the last couple weeks of the season, but I still think Cam deserves an upgrade, and I know a lot of Panthers fans have been asking for a very long time to see a new Cam Newton. I feel like we probably should add like a Ghost of Madden of some sort with Cam Newton. I know he's gotten one in the past, so I feel like Cam probably should have got a card there or somewhere else, but Cam definitely needs one. So if I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, this was actually one of the players that thank God for Twitter, because I would have forgot about AJ Green. I don't know what it was in my brain that just completely forgot about AJ, but he has such a low overall card that when I was looking through for players that needs upgrades, I didn't even think about checking so low as 90 overall, because I figured everybody else probably has at least a 90 overall, but there's actually a few players on this list below 90. But next up is going to be AJ Green. This man definitely deserves a new upgrade. He went from being like everyone talked about him as a top 5 receiver to now he's one of the more underrated receivers in the NFL. And when he did play this season, he played really good against that Ravens secondary, which I believe was like the #1 defense in the NFL. If I remember correctly, he had 3 touchdowns. Dude is an absolute tank, and he's only at a 90 overall flashback this year. That is bad. For one of the best receivers in the NFL, you can say he's not top 5 anymore if you want because of all the injuries. This man is still top 10. One of the better receivers in the NFL. He's got Andy Dalton throwing the ball. AJ Green definitely deserves a new upgrade, being only a 90 overall. I'm not sure when he will get one. They'll probably have to do like replays or something like NFL replays or some other promo. But AJ Green definitely needs an upgrade. And coming in at number 5 is going to be Deion Jones. He only has a 93 overall primetime performer, which again is another one of the cards that I've had on my team fully powered up. Or actually, I just unpowered up and made the Awesome Dallas Cowboys team. But I had him on the team fully powered up for the longest time, waiting for him to get a new card. And Deion Jones definitely deserves one. I remember when they announced the team MVPs, which I believe was DeMonte Casey, is the actual Falcons defensive MVP. Like, literally Twitter exploded. Everyone was so mad it was not Deion Jones, because even though he was hurt, he came back and still is one of the better middle linebackers in the NFL. One of the best linebackers in the NFL, especially young linebackers, is definitely Deion Jones, and I feel like he definitely deserves to have an upgrade, like a 96, 97 overall cards. One of my favorite user cards in the game, just because of the fact that his speed, his excel is so good. I mean, this is a 93 overall card. He still had his 86 agility. Jumping is never, like, crazy good. He's got 83 jumping, but the catching is still also pretty solid at a 70 catching. This is literally a 93 overall card with better catching than 98 Jalen Smith. Deion Jones needs an upgrade. Now, coming in at number 4 is going to be Melvin Ingram. I have to say, this is another guy that I might have even forgot to mention in this list if it weren't for Twitter, just because of the fact that he's a 90 overall card, and I don't even think I was really looking that low, except for I had one person on this list below 93, because I thought everyone else probably had at least a 93 overall card, but Melvin Ingram, surprisingly, doesn't. I mean, the tandem of him and Joey Bosa is one of the best in the NFL, and Melvin Ingram hasn't had an upgrade since, what is it, like week 2, I think? Yeah, team week 2. This man hasn't had an upgrade since week 2. Melvin Ingram, one of the better pass rushers in the NFL, only has 93 finesse move, 87 block, 77 speed right now, as a 90 overall card. Get Melvin Ingram an upgrade, because he is honestly, just like AJ Green, one of the more underrated players at their position, and they both only have 90 overalls. That is bad. And of course, I'm sure you guys probably all saw this one coming, Alvin Kamara. Now, honestly, he's only got a 93 overall card, and this was the Harvest Edition. This is way back. This is back in 2018 still. He definitely needs a new upgrade. It's been like, what, 4 months now? Alvin Kamara needs an upgrade bad, and he's only got 90 speed on this card anyways with a 78 catching. I believe, who was it? I think it was Eric. I'm pretty sure Eric actually tweeted out that Andrew Luck had better catching than Alvin Kamara. Like, the Mud Hero Andrew Luck had better catching this Alvin Kamara. And I know he also had a 90 overall Mud Hero here with only 68 catch, which was absolutely pathetic. They did up it a little bit here with 78 to his 93. But still, Kamara needs a new upgrade. One of the better running backs in the NFL. And honestly, maybe the best third down running back in the NFL. I know a lot of people might have a little conversation to say about that, but I'm just going to leave it at that. Alvin Kamara, one of the better running backs in the NFL, definitely needs a new upgrade. And without a doubt, the best running back in the NFL, coming in at top 10, number 2, is Ezekiel Elliott. He is the best running back in the NFL. No discussion, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay, I'm just trolling. But in my opinion, Zeke's the best running back in the NFL. I'm a Cowboys fan. You can call me biased if you want. But this man led the league in rushing, and he has a 93 overall Blitz Edition card. He needs an upgrade super bad. I'm sure you guys are getting tired of hearing me talk about Ezekiel Elliott all the time because he just needs one super bad. I'm really hoping that he is going to be, in fact, the Cowboys team MVP. That way I can shut up about Zeke. But until he gets a new card, I'm going to keep complaining. 93 Zeke, get him a new card. And coming in at number 1 is going to be Lamar Jackson. Might be a surprise to some of you guys. Maybe to some of you it's not. This man led the Ravens to the playoffs, and he really switched around that offense. They started doing a bunch of new things, and I feel like Lamar Jackson, if he is not the Ravens offensive team MVP, there's something wrong. So many people want a new Lamar Jackson, and honestly, one of the reasons why is because he has 93 speed as an 85 overall card. That's insane. If this man gets a 97 overall team MVP, he's going to have like 97, 98 speed probably, unless they decide to just keep the speed or go by 1 or 2. From an 85 to 97, which makes no sense. But hopefully his throwing stats gets increased, and Lamar Jackson can be the new Michael Vick, maybe better than Michael Vick in this game. So I feel like Lamar Jackson definitely needs one. Not only that, the fact that he only has an 85, RG3, the backup, has a 90, and Flacco, who's not on the team anymore, has a 92 when Lamar Jackson led them to the playoffs. Lamar needs an upgrade, and he needs one very, very badly. Hopefully you guys do agree with my list, and if there's anyone you think that I did leave out, honestly, there is some people that I left out just because of the fact that I didn't want to do an honorable mentions list, but I know there are quite a few other people that I could have added onto this. Let me know down below who else you guys think deserves a new upgrade. Maybe you want to replace someone on my list with somebody else. If there's any more top 10 lists that you guys like to see, let me know down below, and I'll try to get those videos out over the next couple of days. I know you guys seem to like the top 10 list of stuff, so let me know down below what else you guys want to see. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.